No? Alright. Actually, this is. Where's my phone? Yeah, hey, Valorous. Welcome, you are indeed first to chat. Hey Josh, how's it going? We'll switch over camera in a quick minute here. There's not much to today's setup, so it should be good. It's all good, it is. I mean, if you were hungover, I'd say you'd be watching the perfect cooking stream, so, yeah. Also, audio better this time? It should be a bit fixed. I realized I kept blowing out my audio during the stream, so it should be a bit better today. But Titus, don't you have an op tonight? Yeah, whatever. It's all good. We'll switch cameras over now. Awesome. Glad to hear audio is good. Not hungover, just very tired. Understandable. Alright, we have a very white bowl here which is messing with my lighting, but it's fine. Everything's really bright today and I have no idea why. So we're just gonna roll with it. But yeah, we have kind of everything we need for Putin, as they say, you know. Hence the nap now. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You know, that's big brain strats right there. So we're gonna roll in. This stream is because of the extra life stretch goals we hit. Because all y'all are fucking crazy. And managed to raise $300. We've got a series of live streams coming up. I'm gonna post a full schedule of that in the future here. But yeah. So today we are making some poutine, and we kind of have all the ingredients here. There's not that much to it actually. It's pretty straightforward. The only thing I couldn't get was cheese curds, because you can't get them in Denmark, and it's really frustrating. And I looked up a recipe to make your own, and it had ingredients that I just couldn't get quick enough. So, you know what? We're just gonna roll with. I have some white cheddar cheese here, and that should work fine because technically cheese curds are white cheddar cheese. Yeah. I mean, that's really. I know, Valorous. I know the inner Canadian in me wants to also cry, but there's like nothing I can do. One second. I just need to double check how much this. Yes, so halvvägs. Cool. Yeah. Yes, one second, sorry, chat, just being a bit of a dummy. Just remember to add the cheese before the creator appear in your room. Sorry, oh yeah, I was supposed to do this in a Canadian accent. Yeah, I didn't end up doing that. Yeah, so, you know, don't you know me? Yeah, that's my Canadian, I guess. So, recipe's actually pretty straightforward. You need some kind of neutral oil. I just have sunflower oil because it's pretty easy. I have chicken stock here, and I have beef stock, which was on sale, so I bought the beef stock there. You need, preferably, in a sane world, cheese curds, but I don't have cheese curds, so we're going with white cheddar cheese. You need some potatoes, which are right here. You need some butter, which again I have right here. You need some flour, which I have right here. You need some cornstarch because you'll need to thicken the sauce. Let me just grab my cornstarch, which is right here. And then the last thing I'm adding to the top of this, because I am incredibly unhealthy, is bacon. Because, you know, bacon is bacon. One second. Yeah. Well, you know, I got the full Adidas Strech suit today. I've got the top and I've got the pants on. So, you know, apparently this is a Russian poutine. I don't know. Slavic poutine one. So, we'll start with the potatoes since we need to de-starch those. So we're going to grab a few of our larger potatoes here. So we have those. We'll say those three should work for now. Grab a knife. And then just, you can take the skin off, but I actually really like the skin on my fries. So we're just gonna roll with it and then just kind of cut in slices. And then you actually kind of, some people, there's a bit of a dichotomy when it comes to making poutine. Or there's a bit of a, there's a few different opinions, and there's only one right opinion here. Which is, I'm gonna cut that off because I don't want to use that. Which is, when you're making your own French fries for poutine, or poutine, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you just make sure you're using the thickest, you want thick fries, because if you use really thin fries, it's gonna, the oil is going to, what's it called? Not gonna be absorbed, but the oil, or the gravy and the cheese will soak in, and you'll get soggy fries before you get delicious anything. So, you know, we just roll with that. And then, yeah, so we're going to go with probably about that. If they're on the thin side on one side, keep them thick on the other. And, yeah, the reason for poutine and why we're making that was because the largest donor from the stream was from Canada, which ergo means I need to make a very stereotypically Canadian dish, as were the rules of the fundraiser. So we've got our French fries, or we've got poutine. If it was gonna be someone from England, it would have probably been, probably would have gone with something along the lines of, I don't know, fish and chips maybe, because again, that's also I actually really like making fish and chips, and fish and chips are very tasty. So yeah. But hope everyone, how is everybody doing on this Friday evening? I just got back from work a few hours, about an hour ago, so I'm pretty good. But hope everyone's doing fine. Hope everyone's staving off the corona stuff. And yeah, everyone's having a good day. So next, we're going to take our fries here, and then just put them in the bowl. And then we're going to fill the bowl up with water, because the goal here is we need to take the starch out of these, because otherwise it's not going to taste good. So you just fill it up with decently warm water. And then also proceed to splash the water all over your kitchen, which you guys can't see on screen, but it's everywhere over by my sink because I'm an idiot. And then just simply let them sit in the water. You can shake them around a bit. It sometimes expedites the process. Yeah, no, sub emotes are actually on the way. If you check in the link in the description below, you can look at the the card profile of the person who does all of my art. So I have him commissioned to do the. I'm allowed 2 emotes right now. I'm thinking of adding Captain Pog. People from RSF would know what that is, but I don't have that one yet. I need to get the file from whoever uploaded that emote, and then the other one I plan on adding is a frying pan on fire, and that'll be added sometime in the next couple weeks when he gets back to me with a quote and when the final product itself. And yeah, so should be pretty soon here. That way that gives a bit more of an incentive to sub and everything. The frying pan is awesome. I really like the frying pan on fire. The chef's head is also a good idea. I might do that instead. But I don't know. If we get more subscribers, I get more emotes, and you guys also get access to more emotes. So we've had this sit. We'll let this sit for a few more minutes, and I guess we can start making our gravy we'll start by cooking our bacon because that's a bit easier. So we'll just have that set on like a medium-high heat. I don't want to make the toe. Oh, yeah, I remember. No, I remember. I have to do the stupid fucking toe thing. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so emotes coming soon. Everything's kind of rolling up shortly here. Hope everybody is excited for all that good stuff. But yes, emotes soon. TM. I promise within the next, probably by the end of the month. I needed to keep harassing my friend about it or harassing the guy I'm paying to do it so that he gets it done. But he's also in school in school to be an art student, so gotta also give him time to work on actual schoolwork, I guess. Gotta be reasonable. All right, so take your oil, and you're gonna want to pour enough that you can dip all of your fries, which is probably gonna be this whole thing. To be fair, it is gonna expand a bit, so it shouldn't be too bad. How much for me to start an OnlyFans? Considering the way this channel is going with fundraisers, I'm not even gonna need an OnlyFans. Yes, I guess I should give some fundraising. I guess I should give some. All right, and we can start heating that oil up as well. Just put it. We want it on a high heat, but it doesn't really matter at this point. So. I mean, I guess, yeah, to give an outline of plans, today is one of the fundraiser streams, obviously, so we're doing that today. Another one tomorrow. Oh, Pog. Yeah, I know. Oh, God, I'm so sorry for the double tag. It was a bit delayed. Alright, sorry, I just had to get that fixed. Yeah, so, and then start of the month, or start of the month is going to be, tomorrow is the roulette thing, which, if you don't know what that is, basically I've come up with a list of 15 ingredients. I think I'm going to increase it to 18 for the stream, just because I'm going to need to in order to make an actual usable recipe. So it's 18 ingredients, all put together, and basically I have to spin a wheel, and we remove an ingredient at random for each $25 we raised. We raised, which is awesome, $305, which means I need to remove 12 ingredients from the recipe. Meaning I have to cook a meal with whatever's left. So that'll be tomorrow, which I think is why I call it the Roulette of Chaos. Then next week there's going to be a few streams, nothing fundraiser extra life related, but next week, but then at the end of the month, there should be 2 different streams I'm gonna do. I'll probably do the one for under the meal for under $6 one, because that should be fun, and I think that could be interesting. And then the other one that's planned is the horror stream where I will be streaming me playing Alien Isolation. And if you don't know anything about me, I am a massive not fan of horror games. I am a huge coward. If anyone knows, I jump at basically anything. So it should be absolutely hilarious to watch. And if you want to watch me cry live, I mean, it'll probably happen. So yeah, that's kind of all I can say on that regard. At this point, bacon pan is starting to heat up, so we're gonna drain the water with the starch in it. You don't need to keep it for anything, so just take the water out. And this point we'll let our fries sit to the side here. Take our bacon up. Probably use 2 or 3 pieces. I'm not really sure on that one, Chief. Probably use 2. Just because I want some breakfast tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna have bacon with my breakfast tomorrow. And this is all the bacon I have in the house. So we'll cut it up ahead of time. We'll cut it in half. And then I always like to do this with my bacon, which is I cut it up and then I cut it into strips like this when I'm serving it with poutine, because I think that, you know, the fries are in a strip form, so if the bacon's in a strip form, it looks really good presentation-wise. Now, if I could cut the bacon fat to a point that actually would be usable, I mean, that would be helpful. But I mean, you know, it is what it is, as they say. But yes. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Just get a ton of fucking bacon, because, you know, it do be like that sometimes. Because bacon is delicious, and good with basically anything. I mean, yeah. There's some streams next week as well. That should be interesting. I think RimWorld is on Monday. We'll be playing that for a few hours, so if you guys don't know, that has chat interaction, so you can decide what happens in the game by spending coins that you earn by staying in chat. If you subscribe to me, you earn coins at a faster rate than if you are just a follower. So keep that in mind. Yeah. So at this point, yeah, we can just start adding our bacon. Just trying to split it up a little bit. And then, bam, let that cook off for a minute. Grab our spatula and take a look at this. Yeah, just, you know, start cooking off your bacon. Because, yeah. Starting well, let me see if I can get a thermometer for my, can I? Yeah, and it goes up to, it doesn't go up to the temperature I need it to go up to, so I don't have a thermometer for the fries. So I'm just going to have to eye shot on when the fries are going to be done. But we are going to be double frying them. If you don't know what that means, it means we put the fries in for a couple minutes, we take them out, then we put them back in afterwards, which allows them to get extra crispy, which is always good for fries. An important note if you live in a house with shitty plumbing or just don't want to wreck your sewage system, when you're done with the oil, make sure that you throw it out, throw it into a plastic bag or a disposable bag, and then throw it in the garbage, not down your sewage system or your drain system, because basically what can happen is the oil can actually solidify and gunk up and freeze your and like clog up your bathroom and your plumbing system. I know that because it's happened to me a few times, and it's a very dumb thing to get to fuck up on. But yeah, it is what it is, you know. Yeah, just this bacon cook off a little bit, and then we'll start making the gravy here in a quick minute. But yes, yeah, hope y'all are doing good. If anyone has anything they want to say about any streaming stuff, or they want to ask me some questions about anything, they can. I mean, yeah. I guess we can take our cheese now because there's not really much else we can do. We can open up the cheese. Do also be aware of what kind of cheese you're making. How many subs needed for 30 mo? 25 subs are needed for a 30 mo. So, you know, you got to keep whittling away at it. I want a big fat toe emote. Yeah, I mean, I guess that. Yeah, we need 25. So we need, I think we're at 16. So we need 9 more. And on top of that, I think they need them to be consistent subscribers. And a lot of them right now are gifted because of Sir Valoros. He gave out, I think, 7 subs to people. But yes. And the ratio we're going to be using for the stock, because we use both stocks in this one, I find 2 tablespoons of beef stock to 1 tablespoon chicken stock is usually the ratio I go with, and is the ratio that I always used at not in my workplace, but when I personally made this, it's always the ratio I've gone with. And I find that usually works pretty well. And yeah. So bacon's starting to cook up. One a little crispier than this, I like, personally. Like, normally this would be fine for me. I'd put this on a sandwich and I'd be happy with that level of bacon. But on poutine, I like it to be a little on the crispy side. Or a lot more on the crispy side, I guess. It depends on who you ask. You know, some people like their bacon a certain way, other people like their bacon another way. Yeah, it's one of those endless debates I find on the internet is how people like their bacon cooked. And the plate we're going to be using is the same plate we used for the pasta, which is like this flat kind of bowlish one, which allows the gravy and stuff to sit in here while still giving some nice presentation stuff on the side. If you want, you can put some herbs and spices on the top. I'm not going to today. But if you want to make it look nice, you can add chives. Chives are always really good with, especially with bacon. I think that all those combining flavors really adds to the dish. So chives is really good with it. There's a lot of other things you can put on though. The thing is if you ask a French Canadian person, they're probably gonna say nothing but the 3 ingredients, like nothing but cheese, bacon, nothing but cheese, gravy, and fries. Like that's all they're gonna want on it in a traditional poutine. But I find that not that that's a bit boring, but it can feel a bit empty. Like, I don't know, it just feels a bit simple. And I like to spice things up, so I always add bacon at least. If not, chicken is also really good with it. Pork is also really good if you want pulled pork on top is very tasty. I find. But yeah. Bacon is, I think it's at a level I'm happy with, so we'll just take that off and put it in on a plate to the side. And then we just need to cool our plate down, our pan down, so that we can cook our gravy. Because you don't want it, like, you could cook it with the bacon fat for the gravy. I feel like it would be fine, but I'm not going to today, just because I'm not going to. There's no other reason to it. And yeah, we're just gonna focus on that because I am always very careful with my gravies. Because I don't have, I thought that I have no problem with gravy. I just have some. Yeah. So we add our, again, abhorrently large amount of butter. So about a tablespoon. Which is, agreed, a lot of butter, but butter is amazing, and also it's a gravy, so it should have a lot of butter in it. And then you're going to want about the same amount of flour in it. Wasn't much of a nap, Titus. It's only been about half an hour, hasn't it? Oh, hell yeah, the 4th emo should be a big stick of butter. I will 100% agree with that one. I mean, I love butter. Cooking, like butter and cumin are probably two of my favorite things to cook with, and I put them in almost everything. Nice, Titus. Look at that. That's clean as fuck. Oh yeah, also I should say, for those of you who aren't gonna be in the operation tonight, or even if you are and want to just pay attention to what the hell's going on my end, I will also be streaming tonight at 2000 hours. So in 2 hours from now, there will also be a live stream that you people can check out. And yeah, I'm gonna be playing some Arma 3. It's Friday the 13th, so it's a bit of a spooky op. Should be some good fun. And yeah, at this point you can add your flour in, and then just make sure you stir that around. Kind of turn the heat down a bit, I find. And then we want to get this until it's about golden brown. Right now it's really golden, so we want to go a little bit longer. Yeah, what is it, Titus? If you're going to suggest bangers and mash, that thought has already crossed my mind. A white camel, fuck you! Homemade fries with Chinese five spice. Yeah, Chinese five spice ain't bad. I'll give that a shot. Look, Nero, keep donating to the stream and keep subscribing, and we're gonna get a second camera set up. I guarantee. That's actually probably one of the next. The next purchase is a lighting set for the computer, so I can get my face better lit during streams. But next, after that, yeah, I think I'm gonna get a second webcam. So. It sounds really good, Titus. Alright, well, we're gonna let this sit for another minute or so. I really don't want to burn the butter, though. That's really important that we don't do that. We might have to cook the fries in 2 batches here, but that's fine. Why? No, not necessarily, because I already have the one webcam, right? So I'd have to buy a whole new webcam anyways. And I don't own an actual physical camera. Anyways, at this point, this is pretty, not golden brown, but it's goldeny. So I think we can go with it. We're gonna see. Yeah, I do not own a proper camera. That costs a lot of money that I do not have right now, because well, I'm not low income, but I'm pretty low income. All right, at this point, take your chicken stock, take your beef stock, and then some. Oh yeah, you need water as well. I don't know how much to say because this is concentrated stock, so it works a bit differently. But less than a cup of water, I'd say. So yeah. Add your tablespoon of chicken stock and 2 of beef stock, and then add some agua in. And then you might need to add more depending, and then I need a whisk. Shit, where's my whisk? Ah! There we go. There we go. And then yeah, a little more water here. Oh, fuck. Oh no! No, we got beef stock everywhere. Shit. That's quite a bit of beef stock right there. A lot of dead cow. And then just keep slowly pouring in the water. That's always the trick my dad taught me. And then, yeah, it's a little on the light side, as you can see here. So we're gonna want to add more water, which is gonna make it even lighter, but then we just counteract that by adding more beef stock. Because right now, really, it's color we're looking for. Also, I'm really mad I spilt this. This beef stock is not cheap. Yeah, that's definitely hot. A little more water, I think. And then still a little on the light side, so a little more beef stock. And just keep bouncing in between those. If you have bouillon, like steak bouillon cubes, you're gonna want to melt that into some water and then pour that in instead. But this is just the way I do it. So yeah, at this point, you can let that sit. I'm gonna do some cleanup here because I spilled, of course. Yeah, fuck me, man. I am really kind of upset I spilled that. Alright, let's get the lid on the chicken stock and the lid on the beef stock so I don't spill anymore. I need more fucking paper towels. I'll be right back. I also forgot to say tonight's drink is Summersby pear apple cider. I forgot to grab it out of the fridge because I really am a bit of a cider hog. I really like cider just in general, so. Even if that makes me a little bit basic. But yeah. Probably add a little more water and stuff to that. It's gonna get thicker anyways. Just mix it in. Yeah, because we're gonna add cornstarch here in a quick minute. Yeah, just. Really, really good. Tastes quite salty, but it's kind of the goal of gravy, I find, personally. I mean, this whole dish is super bad for you, not gonna lie. I mean, it's fat with fat with fat. Like, it's just, it's all bad for you, and I love it. That's exactly why it's so great. Anyways, so now you're gonna take your cornstarch, and then all good food is bad. Not true. I mean, like, most of the stuff I've cooked on the stream has been pretty healthy. I'd argue. But yeah. Yes, anyways, get your cornstarch and then add it to your mix here, and then it might make it a bit lighter, but that should be fine because then you can just add your other stuff there, and then increase the heat as well. So make sure I don't fucking no, if you're not good people different. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. And yeah, just keep mixing it and then mixing in your cornstarch. Once it gets up to a boil, it should thicken up. So we can let that sit for a minute until it gets to a boil. And in the meantime, we can drop our fries. So this is where, if you're me, you're gonna do something stupid and you're gonna burn your fingers because it's boiling hot oil. Will we do that on stream? I mean, you never know. It is me we're talking about here. So, we're gonna... Where's my spoon? I have a spoon somewhere. It's somewhere in this kitchen. I know I have one. Oh, yeah, no. Like, dirty, greasy, cheesy food is absolutely amazing. Also, I found it. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna grab this. I'm gonna skip this song. Okay, cool. Then, take our fries and don't drop them in your gravy mix because that's gonna fuck everything up. But it's fine. But yeah, we're gonna take some more fries and just drop them in. And yeah, we're gonna do this in 2 separate batches here. Nice. Hell yeah. That actually worked. I'm happy. But yeah, then just keep an eye on your gravy. It's starting to thicken up here, but I think we want to go a little thicker. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and just keep them from sticking to the bottom here. And then we'll take this up in about 1 minute onto a plate with paper towel, which I'm gonna get set up here. Also, you can put your potato, if you don't have any space in your kitchen, like I'm currently dealing with, you can take your potatoes, put them away, because you're done with them. You won't need those other potatoes. But it's fun. There's just not a lot of countertop space here for one person. Alright, and now you can take these out and just put them on the plate. Same with these ones. And just again, keeping an eye on your gravy, keeping it stirred. And then drop it down to just like once it's to the thickness you like, which mine currently is you can just leave it on that simmering for a bit. There we go. So that's the first batch. Now we gotta do batch number 2. And just be careful. And there you go. And then again, just keep them like that. One thing you do need to keep in mind when you're running your own thing, if you don't have a fryer, let me see if I can get a better camera angle of this. Yeah, there you go. So, if you see there, I've only filled it about halfway. If there's a lot of water left on your fries, that is going to overboil, and that is gonna cause an absolute chaos in your kitchen. Believe me, it's happened to me firsthand. So just make sure you fill it up to enough level that if you add water or add something that has water in it, the bubbles aren't going to come up to here and overboil out of your pan. That's kind of my best personal strat thing I can recommend, because it is, just from personal experience, not great to clean that up. You lose approximately half an hour of productive work time. At this point as well, you can start breaking off chunks of your cheese. So we're just going to break them off into kind of small enough meltable chunks. Take about, I don't know, we're going to take quite a bit of cheese because, it's poutine. But, that's how fires, yeah. And that's the problem. The problem with a grease fire is that you cannot put that out with water. Putting water on a grease fire only makes it worse. Keep that in mind. Everyone, if you're ever dealing with a grease fire, do not add water. That is how you burn your face. Like, actually, that's how you get 3rd-degree burns on your face. But yes, probably want a little bit more cheese, because why not? I mean, it depends though, because right now I have an induction hub. And with an induction hub, if you make that mistake, you're not going to burn your house down. If you have a gas stove, you're going to burn your house down. At this point, Probably check on the fries here. And they're about double fried, so we can take them up now. Let them sit for a few minutes. Yeah, damp dishcloth. Yeah, exactly. Damp dishcloth. Or just, yeah, any form of dishcloth that isn't soaking wet. You just really need, like, a bathroom towel also works. You just need something that'll cut off the fire triangle, which if people don't know what the fire triangle is, today is your important life lesson on fire management. My dad was a firefighter, so I learned the fire triangle very young. Basically, you got three things you need for a fire, right? You got fuel, you need an ignition, and you need oxygen. You take away one of those, you don't got a fire. So in a grease fire scenario, you take away the oxygen, you snuff the flames, and it stops. And there you go. There is your fire safety lesson of the day. I don't know, that's all I can say on that regard. Yeah, so now we're gonna take our fries. They're kind of cool to bit down, and then just add them back to our fryer. They should be fine, but I'm just gonna keep an eye out on them. And then you're gonna want to go. You did 2 years in the kitchen. Okay, so you have about the same amount of kitchen experience as I do then. Well, I think I have a little over 2 years. I think when would it be? September was 2 years and 2.5 years, I think. I think it'd be March or April will be 3 years for me. So yeah, fire PSAs with Teslin. There you go. Those are very, very important PSAs, everyone. Sorry, just dealing with some stream get. There we go. Just give a bit taste to our gravy. Yeah. Really salty, but that's fine. Should get blended out, should get balanced a bit out, but again, this is like the peak of not good for you food. So it doesn't matter if it feels like it's on the unhealthy end. It's supposed to be on the unhealthy end. Also, if anyone's drinking right now, cheers. Yeah, let these cook for, I don't know, 5-ish minutes probably. Kind of just depends on when it's done. I made that plate back though to have the oil on it, because we're gonna need to put the fries on that for a temporary quick second, just so we can take the oil away. One thing you're gonna not want to do, normally if you're gonna serve fries, right, you want to salt your fries right after you do that. Because of the amount of salt in the gravy, and the amount of salt with the bacon, and the salt that's actually present in the cheese, you do not want to salt these fries. Otherwise you are gonna just be tasting like literally the ocean. And I don't know about you, but I don't like the taste of the ocean. Yeah, no worries, Titus. See you soon. 1 second, I gotta check message. Yeah. One way actually to tell when your fries are done is pretty closely after that you stop hearing that boiling, like the bubbling sound from the front. Like stop hearing the frying sound, basically. You need alcohol for the amount of fun you're. Oh God, I'm moderately concerned. If it's gonna be scary, this is gonna be a fun stream because you know, panic, run, hide. Ah. Yeah. But yes, should be going good though. Thing we do want to check is some of our fries that are sitting near the bottom here. Yeah, it's going good. These are good, thick fries. There's probably more than enough for one person here, actually. There's probably enough for about 2 people in terms of how many fries there are. But I mean, it is what it is, you know? So yeah, we should be good. Yeah. Mm. Fuck, I love, it's not apple cider, it's pear cider, but it's still very good. Oh, something else you can add to this that makes it very tasty is mushrooms. Actually, with all of this goes really well because again, it's one of those things that gets really complemented well by the amount of salt that's present in the dish. Pan-fried mushrooms or sautéed mushrooms, really good with this. I personally find I might make that in the future. I mean, now that like people can subscribe and people can donate and all of that stuff is set up, but there's a lot of like there'll be a lot more streams. I'm gonna do this regularly, and you'll have a lot to look forward to. And yeah, should be good. Aiming on weeks like this where I'm really busy with work, aiming on 2 streams a week. But there are other weeks where I work a lot less, and on those I can get maybe 3 to 4 streams a week, which is awesome. At least one of which will be some form of video game. Most likely RimWorld or Insurgency, as those are the ones I have a lot of fun with streaming. And then Arma, of course, because Arma operations are quite often as well. There's a few other games I've been looking into. I should also take this out because it is plastic, and I don't need to melt my spoon here. Hey, Titus, thanks for gifting the sub to Penguin Boy. Awesome. I don't have a tier 2 sub, but oh, I guess I do now. So I think that gives me more emotes, actually, I think. But yeah. When those emotes come out, you'll be able to use them. Extra pog. Yeah, just waiting on these fries to fry up. Everything else, very, very good. But yes, if you're watching the stream right now, make sure if you are also on the Discord that you link your your Twitch to your Discord account so that you can get full benefits, including subscriber-only chat on the Discord. There's a bit more benefits coming in the future. However, at this current point in time, there isn't really much because of due to the fact that everything is still very new and I still need to get everything set up, which involves either time or money, neither of which I've really had this week. So yeah, it is what it is, but we'll get there in the future. And thank you guys for supporting me so early on in the channel. But yes. Fries are now getting there. We're real close to being done here, which is fantastic. But yes, should be very good, should be very fun, should be getting everything working out here. Sorry, just checking something. Dealing with work stuff since I finished work earlier. Work plan shenanigans that I'm not exactly happy with having to deal with, but you know, you gotta work, and I like my job. My job's a lot of fun, so everyone's really great, everyone's really fun, so that's really nice as well. But yes, I think we'll take one of these fries out. We'll say you. And we'll give this a quick try and see how that tastes. Should be very hot, but it should be fine. Yeah. Bland because, of course, there's no salt on it. But it's warm on quick enough, so we can call this done. Means taking them out of the oil. Gravy is still hot. Just give it a quick stir. Just get the last of the fries out. This is the really annoying part. And then make sure you turn your element off with the oil so it gives enough time to cool down so you can throw it out when it's cold. Just, that's an IRL tip. That's not part of the stream. So we're gonna do plating now. So we grab our bowl. We grab some of our fries and just put them in there. They're still very warm, which is fantastic here. Do that. We'll leave the extra ones on the side here, just because I don't know. We'll just do that. Then add our cheese to the plate, which is already gonna start melting here because of the warm fries. And then comes the best part. We take our gravy, right? We're just gonna move it over here, and we just pour our gravy on top of everything. Take that down and just keep pouring that gravy. And once you're done with that, just, that looks delicious already. You can turn your elements off, top that with some gravy, and a little bit of pepper, just to add some flavor. Then, if you want, just because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, clean a little bit of the stuff off the sides. And there you go. That is poutine done relatively traditionally. I mean, I don't have the cheese curd, so it's gonna be a little slower on the melting, but as you can see, the cheese starts to melt, and you just get left with this gooey mess of like delicious flavors. And yeah, we're gonna do the obligatory bite of this. Just like, look at that. That is like so good, yet so bad, and I love it. I can feel my arteries already clogging, and that's the best part. But yes, so that is more or less how you make poutine. I mean, yeah, if you have your own cheese curds, make your own cheese curds. But I mean, you do what you can with what you got. I know this is a bit of an easier recipe, so the stream's a bit shorter today, and I'm a bit sorry about that. But at the same time, it is a bit of an unfortunate situation, just also getting home from work pretty late. I'm being pretty tired. But there isn't a lot of work here, right? It's really easy. And now you know how to make some really traditional Canadian food. Now, if I wanted to absolutely meme this, I'd put maple syrup on it. But even I don't do that because that's a bit too much, in my opinion. But maple bacon is really good. This is just like normal bacon, but if you can get maple smoked bacon, which is bacon that's smoked with maple wood, that's also pretty good with this. If anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns, anyone has any questions or anything they want to know about Canada or poutine, I guess is today's stream, just go ahead and ask. We'll sit here for a couple minutes, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up the stream. Again, I'm going to be live tonight at 8 o'clock, so that is in an hour and a half, and you'll be able to show up to watch me play some Arma 3 modded. Has zombies, has fun stuff, has a bunch of shenanigans in it, so it should be good fun. And yeah, if no one else has anything, we'll just wait here for another minute, and I'm just going to keep eating more poutine because poutine is delicious. But yeah. But yeah. Alright, well, that goes it for everybody. Hope everyone has a great night. Hope everyone has a great Friday. It's a great weekend if you're not going to be here for tomorrow's stream. And yeah, see you guys. Bye!